Okay, so let's get right into it. So you see Holtzclaw's there on the right, and the woman sitting at the table is Kim Davis. She is a sex crimes detective in Oklahoma, and she is about to read him his Miranda warnings. Before we even hit play, just look at Holtzclaw for a minute. Look how relaxed he looks. He's sitting there, his knees are comfortably apart, his hands are comfortably in his lap. He looks very chill. He is not, at this point, betraying any kind of nervousness at all. Although, in his mind, his brain's probably going a mile a minute going, I wonder what's about to happen and how can I deflect suspicion from myself. But he is pretty good at hiding it, at least in the beginning. So, let's see what happens next.
I'm going to do this, and he may walk in here in a minute and get this done. Now, I know you're an officer, and I know you've seen these 1,000 times and you've read them yourself.
Right.
You still ask me any questions if you have one.
Right.
Okay, don't be embarrassed of that.
Right.
Okay?
I think I'm already embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Okay, this is the first betrayal of guilt, and he has been in the interrogation room for over 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes. Why are you embarrassed? That's a great question that she asked. He goes, well, I think I'm already embarrassed. She says, well, why the heck are you embarrassed? Remember, if we're going into this interrogation assuming that he's innocent, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever that he would be embarrassed. Police officers get questioned about everything under the sun all the time. This is not unusual for a suspect, for example, at a traffic stop, to lodge allegations against an officer. It happens a lot because people get upset if they get a ticket, or even if they're incarcerated in prison and a guard, they get in trouble, they get written up for something, they will accuse them of rape or sex assault. It happens all the time. If he's innocent, there's absolutely no reason for him to be embarrassed, but he's embarrassed because he knows that his dirty laundry may very likely come flying out of the closet. And bear in mind, too, this interrogation is taking place approximately 14 hours after he committed his last crime. So this is all very fresh for him, and he hasn't had a lot of time to kind of think it over in his mind and come up with, possible ways that he could try to deceive these people. So he's kind of in the hot seat here already, and he knows it, and that's why he's embarrassed, because he knows that his reputation is about to go out the window.
Why? Tell me why you're embarrassed.
The station deal, so.
Nobody. Well, there's rumors flying. I know, and we tried to do that as kind of quietly as we could, and that's why we took you up the front and stuff. But
now, she mentions rumors. He didn't use the word rumors yet, but he's saying, "Oh, I'm embarrassed because the station knows and everybody knows." He's going to deny that in a minute. He's going to contradict himself. He's going to say, "I haven't heard any rumors." So just remember this.
This is going to make the rumors go away.
Okay.
Okay? For you.
Right.
The rumor tomorrow is going to be on somebody else.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So let's get them off of you and get them onto somebody else and get this over with.
Okay.
So this is an example of how a cop talks to another cop. I do not believe that that's in any way, quote unquote, cop privilege. I think what she's trying to do is say, listen, we're both buddy-buddy, we're both cops, we're both on the right side of the law, you are probably innocent, let's just talk about it. But she's not saying that because she's looking for an excuse to enable him to commit more crimes. She's trying to get him to relax and to be honest, So she wants him to think of her not as an adversary, but as an ally at this point in the interview, because he's not under arrest. He does not have to be here, and even if he were under arrest, he does not legally have to talk to her, so she doesn't want to start this out combatively. Okay, that's why.
Okay. All right. You have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Okay, I'm just going to let this play silently while I talk over it, because you don't need to hear the Miranda warnings. But just look at him. He shifted in his seat a little bit, but that's just so He can see what's on the paper, okay? He's still relaxed. That's the other detective, by the way. That's Rocky Gregory. You're going to see him come on camera a few times, but he's more kind of in the peanut gallery. So here's Holtzclaw signing his Miranda warnings, and now he's going to have to read something out loud. And again, let's actually get the volume back up here.
Do you,
Bat right-handed, throw left-handed.
Oh, I'm the opposite. I throw right-handed, but I bat left-handed.
Kick left foot.
No, I kick right-handed. How do you eat?
Both hands.
Oh, left for me.
Okay, he has to read the statement out loud. We don't need to hear that. But she noticed that he's left-handed, and she's talking about, hey, I'm left-handed too. What do you shoot with? What do you eat with? Again, that's just to kind of relax him. Very, very well done. Very natural.
Statement answering questions at this time. I do not want an attorney present at this time. Understand and know that what I'm doing, no promises or threats may have been made to me, and no pressure or force of any kind has been used against me.
Agree?
Agree.
Sign, print. That's too funny. I haven't met anybody else that writes left-handed. It kind of creates a problem when you're on a traffic stop, doesn't it? Because you're writing and holding your ticket book in this hand, and your gun hand doesn't bother you. Well, that's because you're huge. What's your commission number?
1782.
I masturbate right and left. Does that work?
Did you catch that? That was the first Rocky line. I masturbate right and left-handed. That is not on professionalism. Okay, there's some people that got offended when he said that, and they were like, oh, that's so crass. No, it's not. Remember, this is a sex crimes investigation. What they're doing is they are, for lack of a better word, they're grooming him, okay? They're introducing the concept of sex right there and getting him to kind of laugh about it, getting him to, and look at him now. He's shifting in his chair a little bit. You can see that he's kind of wringing his hands a little bit because talking about masturbation, talking about, sex, penis, whatever, that's a sore subject for him because he knows. Remember, he is not innocent. So in his mind, he's like, oh boy, So subconsciously, without meaning to, he's betraying. There's a little spike of nervousness here.
Well, I think I do that left-handed.
Very good.
Well, I am dominant.
You are.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to stop this first video here. We're going to pick it back up when they actually start talking about the traffic stop. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in part 2. Bye-bye!